What's going on, everyone? It's Nick, and before we begin, okay, back to being serious now. Before we begin, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And here I'm gonna give you my NFL playoffs predictions. So let's get right into it. Just before we begin, though, I'm going to let you know now that I'm not going to really heavily edit this because I just want to get this out here before the games begin. And also keep in mind I live in Japan and it's 8 o'clock p.m. as I'm recording this. So I don't want to have to pull a serious all-nighter editing this. So I'm just going to really be talking. And if you're going to listen to me the whole way through, I really appreciate it. So here we go. I'm going to start with the AFC. And I'm going to start with the Bills and the Colts. Now, I'm not going to sleep on the Colts defense, and neither should you. However, with Josh Allen just clicking on all cylinders right now, I got to go with the Bills. And I think they're going to win by a final score of 31-27. Next, we got the Ravens and Titans. Now, while Ryan Tannehill has quietly had an elite season, which will get the Titans some points on the board, the Ravens have an elite defense led by Marlon Humphrey, while the Titans have a horrible defense. The Ravens are also very good at stopping the run, so even as great as Derrick Henry is, I expect the Ravens to be able to slow him down, and I expect Lamar Jackson to be able to pick apart the Titans defense. Now, yeah, he may not have the best playoff track record, but I think he's going to come through in this one. Yeah, I am a big Lamar Jackson fan. He's one of my favorite non-Giants, but maybe I sound a little biased, but no, I think that the Ravens got this. I'm going to go with, let's say, 30-25. Yeah, I'm going to go with 30-25. Now, with the Browns and Steelers. Now, yes, the Steelers are frauds. We know that. Although, the Browns have a problem with, you know what? I'm not going to say the word for YouTube's sake. It's what took over the world in 2020 and still going on this year. They have a problem with that, and also Olivier Vernon is out with a torn Achilles. Normally, I would pick the Browns, but with all their players that could potentially miss this game, I think I'm still going to go with the Steelers here. But it's a game that I do think could go either way. And still, whoever wins this game, they're going to get demolished by the Bills in the divisional game. Now, I did predict the Ravens and Chiefs to be in the AFC Championship game. But now I have to take that back, knowing that the Chiefs are going to play the Ravens or Titans in the divisional game. So that's not a possibility for the Chiefs and Ravens to play each other in the AFC Championship. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs winning this one. I'm going to go with 33-27. And I'm going to go with 45-14 Bills over the Steelers, or maybe the Browns. And then I'm going to go with the Chiefs beating the Bills in an absolute shootout. I think that both teams are going to score somewhere in the high 40s to even the 50s. I think it's probably going to be a final score of like 52-48. So, yes, I stand by the fact that the Chiefs are going to repeat. But we'll get more into that because I got to talk about the NFC now. So first, I'm going to go with the Saints over the Bears. I think the Saints win this one easy. With their elite defense and because they have Alvin Kamara. Now, Drew Brees has not been the Hall of Fame quarterback that we're used to seeing this year, yet they still have a really explosive offense. Because their offense is just that explosive, even while Drew Brees is showing some serious signs of declining, I think that the Saints offense is going to do it for them. So I'm going to go with 27-10 Saints. Next, we got the Rams and Seahawks. Both games this year were very low scoring. They split the season series, and the Seahawks defense has actually gotten a lot better in the second half of the season. But the Rams just have a better defense. And I think that the Rams can hold their own, covering Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. And they also have Aaron Donald. Just having Aaron Donald alone is definitely going to give the Seahawks offensive line some problems. And Jared Goff is questionable, but he'll probably play. And Russell Wilson does tend to struggle against the Rams, so I'm going to go with 13-10 Rams. Next, the Bucs and the Washington football team. This is an easy choice for me, and no, I'm not being biased as a Giants fan. It's just, I think that everyone's got the Bucs over the Washington football team. Washington just barely beat a team that deliberately tried to lose last week. Now, Washington, they do have a good defense, certainly better than the defense of the Capitol or the Wizards, but I don't think it's going to matter because the Bucks also have a strong defense and they're going to find ways to get their offense in good field position. I'm going to go with 42-7 Bucks. I still have the Saints making it out of the NFC, but if anyone's going to upset them, I think the Rams will do it. But because I just don't think that the Rams have a good enough offense to be able to beat them, I'm going to go with 16-10 Saints. But this is one of those games that I think really could go either way. And the Packers-Bucks divisional game. Now, yes, I originally had the Packers making it to the NFC Championship, but I happen to rethink that. It'll be a shootout, and when it comes to shootouts, it tends to come down to who has the ball last. So honestly, I gotta go with the Bucks here. But this is one of those games that I think can go either way. And we know the Packers' history with the playoffs, and we know Tom Brady's history with the playoffs. Well, I still have the Bucks losing to the Saints though, but okay, I'm going to go with the Bucks over the Packers in the divisional game. In the NFC Championship, no. The divisional game, Bucks beat the Packers 48-45, and then they're going to lose to the Saints 31-28. So for the Super Bowl, the Chiefs and the Saints. Okay, so this could very easily change because we're still just hours away from the wild card round. But right now, just thinking of it off the top of my head, I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl 32-21. So that'll do it for today. Again, please remember to like, and if you haven't yet, please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will see you next time. We'll see how I do with these predictions. Maybe I do great, maybe I do horrible. We'll see. See you next time.